Wow, guys, I just finished watching Tacha's interview with CHUDE and it got me really emotional. I don't know if it was the background music that was playing on set or if it was the things that she was saying, but I got so inspired, guys. I felt so inspired. I felt so moved. I felt all types of emotions coursing through my veins. And I have to say this repeatedly. I know I've said it a number of times in my previous videos, but I have to say it over and over again. Tacha has evolved. Tacha has evolved beyond BBNaija. She has evolved beyond all the drama of the show. She has left all the drama. She has moved on. A lot of people are saying I've moved on. No. Tacha has skyrocketed. She has evolved. She has moved on. She has flown away. Babe has literally navigated to another phase of life. And guys, I am so proud of this girl turned woman. And to think that she's actually 23 and she's this smart and wise, and according to CHUDE's words, so much wisdom. I'm telling you, honestly. Okay, let me stop gushing over this girl for a bit and just go into the conversation. I'm doing this video for the sake of those of you who actually were not able to actually watch the interview that she had with CHUDE. It was really inspiring, as I have said before, and CHUDE asked her a lot of straightforward questions, and I took down all the questions and I'm gonna just download to you guys how the interview went. The interview went really smoothly, non-dramatic. She was able to answer the questions at her own pace. So Tacha was asked, what was her vision for herself before Big Brother's house, and she said that she had a vision that 2019 was going to be her year. She was really bent on making 2019 work for herself. So in Port Harcourt, she was actually rejected when she went for the BBNaija auditions in Port Harcourt. So what happened was that she got to an hotel, I think about 4 a.m. and then by 4 p.m. that was when she was able to do her own audition, and then she was rejected and they told her that, oh, sorry, this year is not your year, next year you can come back. But according to her, she had all convictions that this year was that year that she was going to make it big, and she stood by it. And then what she did was that she packed herself and called her twinnie, and both of them went to Enugu, and it was at Enugu that she was picked from her audition. So guys, that was the first question. And then CHUDE asked her that how did she know that 2019 was her year, and she said that she believes in God, that she just had this very strong instinct that whatever she wants to do with BBNaija this year, she has to do it, that she has a lot to offer. She needed the platform, so she kept on pushing, and according to her, she felt like she had so much that the world, Nigeria, Africa, the world needed to see and know about her. So she decided to push forward, and not relent from going for the auditions, for 2019. And then she was asked where does her confidence come from, and she said that that it came from her childhood, because as a child she fell victim of being disregarded a lot by people. Back then when she was in school, nobody wanted her in a clique, nobody wanted her to join their crowd, so it really put her down a lot. And then she had this friend who really hurt her really bad, and her mom heard when this whole hurt was happening, and then her mom called her, talked her out of her sadness, and her mom groomed her, groomed her confidence, helped her to become a very confident woman. So according to Tacha, it became her mom's project, to ensure that the woman that she becomes in life is a very confident woman that doesn't need people around her to help her stand tall, and unfortunately her mom passed off. Guys, this was the part where I almost cried. This was the part where I became very emotional, because according to her, now she has become a very confident woman, has achieved a whole lot in her life, but her mom is not there, to actually see the fruit of her labor. So she was asked, when her mom passed. She said her mom died at the age of 18. She was also asked, how she dealt with her mom's loss, and she said sometimes she prays about it just to find closure, and then other times when it seems like the prayers are not working, she just allows herself to feel the pain. Guys, when she said that, guys, I just thought about my own self. I'm like, yes, I can totally relate. There are times, if you've lost a loved one, if you've lost someone that really means a whole lot to you, there are times that the pain comes to you. You never forever like find closure. You know, closure is like you accepting that, okay, this thing has happened, let me move on. If that person really meant a lot in your life, you find it very difficult to just moving on. So there are days when you are going happy, jolly, and before you know it, boom, the tragedy hits you again. You know, so according to her, she allows herself to feel the pain, and then it goes away, and sometimes it comes back. And then she was asked about her dad. She said her dad is still in Port Harcourt, and her dad, you know, she and her dad, they didn't see it coming that she was going to become very popular and successful like this, you know. And CHUDE asked her what's the relationship like with her dad, and she said that her dad, they are very close. Like, she's like a dad's favorite, you know. Her younger sister was her mom's favorite, and because the mom passed, the dad remarried later, and now she has another sister, so she has like 2 siblings, you know. And she also let us know that her mom is Ghanaian. Wow, guys, I never knew that Tacha is half Ghanaian, half Nigerian. That's actually no wonder. She's very passionate about the Ghanaians in Nigeria, or Ghanaians worldwide. So if you're from Ghana, I hail thee, you know. And she was also asked that, okay, fine, that this is actually a popular journalist question, but CHUDE said was gonna ask anyways. So we asked her who is the man in her life, that he understands that she works a lot. He understands that she's doing a lot of things in her life, you know, to get to get the bag, you know. Who is the man in her life? And Tacha said, guys, that she is in a relationship with her bag, that she's single and will still remain single for a long time. Guys, that answer shocked me. I'm sorry to say it shocked me, because right from when she was in the house, she's always talking about her twinnie. And guys, let me be honest with you, let me be frank with you. I'm one of those people that actually thought or assumed wrongly that Tacha's twinnie is actually the love of her life, you know, because even in the house, in Biggie's house, you know, she celebrated her birthday on the same day that Esther's birthday happened in the house, because her twinnie's birthday was actually the next day, I think that very day. So I was really surprised when she said that she's single. So it could be that this twinnie of a person is probably just her very best friend, somebody who has her back all the time, somebody who is there as a rock and shield for her. And that's actually really nice, because I can totally relate. You know, you might not necessarily have a lover, but you might have a friend that sticks closer than a brother. That's how the Bible puts it. So I'm really happy for her in that regard. And then CHUDE also asked her that what's her support system. She said God, family, and friends. And then CHUDE said that, okay, we know that you're not one of those people that has a lot of friends, because you keep a very close-knit circle. So what happens, you know, when you find yourself crumbling down, when you find yourself breaking down from all the harsh realities of life and all the stress and all the negative narratives that are coming from outside the world? So she said that, oh, that thank God for her, that she actually has a God-sent human, you know, that has her back, that gives her that moral support that she needs. So guys, I'm actually thinking maybe it's this twinnie person, who knows. Also CHUDE asked her, this was a very important question, and guys, trust me, I love the answer that Tacha gave to this question. So CHUDE asked her that what was the highlight of her life so far, what is the highlight of her life so far? And she said that the disqualification. Guys, when she said that, that was deep. Like, CHUDE asked her, okay, why? And she said that she felt like God made it happen, you know. And the good thing is that she loves God, she believes in God. So whenever things happen to her, most of the time she doesn't question God, you know. She allows God to just let his will be done. And you know, the highlight of her life is the fact that she was disqualified, not for failure, but for the fact that the disqualification has pushed her into limelight. You know, the disqualification has given her several platforms to stand, you know. Guys, that was really deep. So that was one major lesson that I learned, guys. I had a highlight in my life, and when she said that as well, I could just go completely relate. And I'm sure that every one of you watching me talk about this right now, I'm sure that you've had several highlights in your life. So guys, don't think about it as a waste, you know. Just think about it as God using that opportunity to probably humble you and make you stay still and quiet for a bit, so that he will finish the work that he has started in your life. And CHUDE asked her that does it worry her about the negative perception that she gets from the outside world. Now, for those of you that have been looking forward to this interview on if she's going to talk about the reunion, this was the question that she used to answer that question. So she said that is why she actually went for the BBNaija reunion. that she went for the reunion to experience everything, the pain, the joy, and to most importantly, to change the narrative and the perception that people have about her. Guys, when she said that, Chude was nodding his head like this. And me, I was in my room. I was giving Tacha a very serious accolade, and she said a lot regarding that. She said, listen, that even though when she goes for the recording and most of the housemates are giving her like this, you know, giving her attitude, that for her it wasn't the problem, that she did not mind. She went there, she was taking all the pain, she was taking all the shame, she was taking everything just because she wanted to feel that experience. So she went for the BBNaija reunion for herself, to change that negative narrative that people have about her. And according to her, you know, going to the big brother's house, you know, it was all about entertainment, it was all about fun. And then when people meet her outside, you know, some people still feel that, oh, this Tacha, she's rude, she's arrogant, she's this and that, you know. But then, you know, when they watched her on TV, they felt like she was this very bad person. And then when she came out of the house, a lot of people had encounters with her, and they were like, but we thought you were like this, you know. So for her, she has gone through a lot. She's enjoying the process of growth. She's enjoying the process of evolving, the process of change. So her going for the reunion was basically just to go there and unleash everything, you know, relax, enjoy the process, taking all the pain, all the castigations, you know. And according to her, she actually knew that people were going to be expecting that, oh, Tacha in the house was wild, she was the angry bird, so when she goes for the reunion, she's going to be the angry bird once again, you know. But she decided to prove people wrong by showing them that, hey, there is a lot more to this girl called Tacha than the girl that you actually watched on TV in the house. Guys, I just feel like singing hallelujah. Dance sweets me for body, it sweets me die. Okay, guys, so as I was saying, guys, Chude asked her that that he has watched the Big Brother Naija reunion, and he has noticed that there's so much anger, there's so much pain, there's so much toxicity, there's so much hate coming from the housemates. That where is it coming from? And guys, Tacha gave a very, very epic response. Oh God, just help me bless this girl's wisdom. Wisdom won't finish this girl. Tacha said she doesn't know that the problem is from them. And guys, oh Jesus, like this girl, I said it yesterday on my video. In the video I posted yesterday, I said it, that the fact that Tacha was shouting in the house, you know, releasing pent-up emotions, just literally shouting when there's an argument that involves her, you know, people literally get distracted from the fact that, hey, there are actually other housemates. Like all these housemates, they have their own peculiarities, they have their own negativities, they have their own very, very bad character, bad attitudes, but people were not seeing it. Because according to Nigerians, if you're shouting, you are the bad egg of the family, you know. So I was so excited when she made that statement. She said that all those negativity, all those pain, all those angers, it's not from her, it's actually from the housemates. So they have their own problems. It is their problems. Let them fix it, let them seek help. And then Chude asked her that, is she not worried about the negativity coming from the housemates? Is she not worried about all the drama? Like the other day, two people, God, I loved what Chude did. He was very careful not to mention any housemate's name, not to even mention Mercy and Omashola's name, because he was actually referring to Mercy and Omashola's fight. Not really fight, but Mercy shoved Omashola, you know, on one of the episodes of the Big Brother Naija reunion. And Chude was like, he finds it really, really intriguing and amazing that when they are actually arguing and talking, shouting on top of their voices, she's just there with her hand fan. She's just blowing herself breeze, and she's just holding her hand fan to her face, holding a mirror, adjusting her clothes. Like, where is all that confidence coming from? Where is all that calmness coming from? And she said, that all those things are bound to happen. It's all for entertainment, that they will do what they want to do. It's all for the drama, it's all for the entertainment. So Chude said, oh, so for them, the Big Brother Naija reunion is actually for entertainment. And she said, well, possibly that's what it is for them, but for her, she went there to complete the process of growth for herself. Chai! Wisdom. Okay, guys, so Chude asked her this question. He said, are you making the money? And Tasha said yes. And then he asked her, are you traveling to places? Are you going places? Are you doing what you wanted to do before Big Brother's house? And Tasha said yes. That okay, so Chude asked her that, what part of the show was not worth it. That was it worth it for her to have gone into Biggie's house? And she said it was worth it completely. And then Chude asked her that what part of going into Biggie's house wasn't worth it at all. And she said it's actually the narrative, you know, because for her, people don't really know her. All they saw on the show is what they're assuming about her, you know. So it's now up to her to put in a lot of effort into changing that narrative and rebranding herself, which is what she's doing. And then Chude also asked her that every time people see Tacha, it's always hashtag no bad vibes zone, no bad vibes and all of that. How does she put it, you know? And she said for her, it's all about making peace. You have issues with people, you make peace. You have issues with people, go and settle. So she said that for her, if you have issues with people, it's all about spreading love, you know, settling your discord with people and just basically moving on with life. For her, she doesn't have that kind of energy to start dwelling on the past. And then Chude asked her that what are those things she hopes to do in the future, that he knows that she's doing a lot of things right now. What does she hope to achieve in the future? And she said that she's very, very keen on the girl child, that in as much as she's doing a lot of businesses, that all those businesses, you know, it's just businesses to make money and all of that, but she's very, very keen on the girl child. She's very, very particular and passionate about charity, and that is why she has the Tacha Akinde Foundation. And also she has an initiative underneath, that's PEG, that's Pad for Every Girl. She also has another initiative under her foundation that she's working on. Then she was asked that where does the passion come from, you know, for being passionate about charity works and all of that. And she said that it was from a stage in her life, that there was a point in her life where she was very needy. She needed things and she could not get it. She was neglected, she was deprived, you know. It came from that point in her life, you know, and that is why she wants to go as much as possible to help people, especially the girl child, to help them provide for those basic things that they need. She has been there, she has done that. Now that she is better off, she wants to try as much as possible to help people. So Chude asked her that what does she think about the BBNaija, what makes BBNaija powerful? And she said it's the housemates that make the show powerful. Another amazing response. So Chude asked her, okay, what does she mean? And she said that it is the housemates that actually make up the show. So it's like an intertwined service, you know. The housemates make up the show makes up the housemates. So it's a tit for tat, it's a vis-a-vis, you know, platform. The housemates are into the house, helping the show to get entertainment, get traffic and all of that. And while the show at the end of the day is possibly going to create a platform for the housemates to become whoever or whatever they want to become. So Chude asked her what advice would she give to people who want to be in the house, you know, and she said just be you. And she also said that don't try to imitate any ex-housemate, because the moment you start trying to imitate ex-housemates, the viewers are going to find that, they are going to know, and they're going to dislike you for it. And she's 100% correct. Yeah, and I said that before, like, you cannot want to go into Biggie's house and start trying to imitate another housemate. Come on, be original, do your own thing, but always have a strategy. And once you have a strategy and you go into the house, guys, it's always allowed to change your strategy, because at the end of the day, as the game goes on, the game is never static, the game is never stagnant, the game keeps changing. So it's allowed to change your strategy however way you want, you know. So Tasha said be careful while being you, don't do too much, because when you do too much, that's when people are also going to dislike you whilst you're even trying to be yourself, you know. So Chude asked her that this slogan she came up with, no leave, no transfer, you know, that how did she feel when she came out of the house and saw that no leave, no transfer has gone viral? That he went to church, his pastor on the pulpit was using the word no leave, no transfer, and he was asking people that who came up with this thing, and they say it's Tacha, oh, Tacha made it popular, oh, you know. So he was asking her how did she feel. She said she was very, very surprised and she was very shocked, because for her it was all about self-motivation. Going into the house, there's nobody that's going to be your cheerleader, so she decided to be her own cheerleader. And no leave, no transfer was a slogan that she created for herself to boost her own confidence. So for her, she didn't even know that it was going to even go viral, you know. So Chude asked her a very, very funny question. He said, do you still have Davido's tattoo? And Tasha said, let's keep on laughing. So she did not say a yes or no to that. Well, Anyways, Chude also asked her, you've become an enigma, you've become an icon of admiration, you've become a personality that a lot of young women out there are looking up to. People are looking up to you, people are looking on how to, you know, become like you. You know, like, how do you feel? How does it make you feel? How do you cope? And she said that she noticed that most of the admiration comes from social media, you know, and then online she understands how it is, and then offline, you know, she notices it too, you know. So when she notices it, you know, it makes her feel great, it makes her feel excited. But at the end of the day, she has come to realize that you know, she needs to become more, she needs to do more. So she's motivated by people's admiration to grow herself more, to become more, a better version of herself, and to do more, you know. And then she made this very, very powerful speech towards the end of the interview. She said she has come to also understand that the power is in you. You are so powerful that sometimes when people do not understand you, you do not need them to give you that validation you need. You have all the validation you need in yourself. You have all the power you need in yourself. She also said that it's all about you. It's not even about anybody. If you are trying to explain yourself to people and they never get you, they never understand you, then move on and, you know, believe in yourself. So ladies and gentlemen, this interview was so refreshing. I enjoyed every bit of it. It was so real. I loved the questions that Chude asked, and that goes to show that Chude is a professional interviewer, because the questions he was asking Tacha, some of the questions he wanted Tacha to talk about BBNaija, but he wasn't going for a neck like this. You must talk, you must talk. No, guys, like, he did it in a very sublime way. It made it easy for her to be able to express herself, and without him even asking her certain questions, she even answered certain things about BBNaija. So guys, this is what it is. And there was another thing she said about the platform BBNaija. She said, listen, you can go into BBNaija's house, you know, he can give you the platform, but then it now depends on you as an individual to make the most of it. Do you want to be hardworking? Do you want to be mediocre? Do you want to be lazy? So for those of you who are going to Biggie's house for Big Brother Naija season 5, you've heard this interview, you've got all the information that you need. The question is, are you ready? Another question of this video, guys, for those of you that still hate Tacha, do you still hate Tacha? And if you still hate Tacha, please let me know in the comment section why. That's all basically, guys. I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Good night.